Yeah, yeah,
Yo.
yeah. It's fucking cold
Yeah.
in here, man.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah. The game is a sport and we causing a scene. We bout to kick it.
We about to kick it.
If you been waiting on me to serve these raps, I'ma tip it.
I'ma tip it.
So the scale can't handle my bars, it's too heavy and it's vivid.
And it's vivid.
The numbers going up, got the wire, ain't no limit.
Ain't no limit.
There ain't no limit.
Ain't no limit.
Ain't no limit.
Ain't no limit.
There ain't no limit.
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 Dumelan. We're back on another episode of More Than Just a Game, episode 21,
Yes,
if
episode
I'm
21.
remembering correctly. New background,
Bro,
new guest.
bro.
But before we get there, let me start off by doing things the way they are supposed to be done. Right? Right? And introduce my co-host.
Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy Ghost out here coming with the fire in the coop. And we out here more than just a day. Proudly sponsored by the Spear.
Yeah.
Never forget where we are right now. Pop Up Lifestyle, shout out.
My nigga, let's get it, dog. Shout out to Pop Up Lifestyle for giving us such,
Platform.
such an opportunity to begin with, dog, because maybe when I really must speak like
Ish, but yeah, shout out to them.
yeah, shout out to them, bro, big time, and we're gonna have a very, very great relationship, Lebone. They have a couple of what you call services, right?
Yes,
Barekisa Kaolo, Barekisa
drinks.
booze. They caught everything, bro. They caught the spaghetti, the tampi and everything. They got the bottle as well. There's also
Biliato there,
there's Biliato, you know, there's
Jägermeister.
and a lot more.
They can actually get them too.
Yeah, they can get the shandies. Everything that you see here is brought to you by Pop-Up Lifestyle. The booze, the food, the ndao is hella nice. You can see for yourself.
Yeah.
And my name is Saint Toto, and we have a guest, a new guest, an unusual guest at that. What's up, bro?
I'm good and you?
I'm okay, bro. Please introduce yourself to
Um,
my peeps.
I have so many names, so I'll go with Junior.
Yeah, you can
My
mention
name
all of
is-
the names. We have time. We have a lot
My
of
name
time.
is Junior Mo, and I'm an MC, a stylist, fashionista. Yeah, that's who I am. And on Facebook, I'm Batarendi.
Okay, so you have a lot of names. Why do you have a lot of names? All of those names for each and everything that you just mentioned that you do.
Yeah, I'd like to put it that way. It's for everything that I do.
Okay,
For MCing, I'd like to go as Junior Mo.
okay.
For other things, I'd like to be referred to as Batarendi.
Okay, that's a weird name, but
But you should get the understanding.
I don't
But
get
anyway,
it. Though. What's
Everything
that?
that she touches turns smooth, you know.
Oh, that's how it moves. Is that the reason for the name?
That's how I think
Yeah.
it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see you. Gwa listen those dirang so smooth. The episode yet smooth.
Smooth.
I believe so.
Let's get it. So, tell me a little about yourself. Before even Reako, I wanna know hore pronoun ele hore o pronounce your kind of. For those people that don't know, because you just introduced yourself, I think it's. Is it okay for me to mention that you're gay?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
more than okay.
So I'm asking this question based on that. on me trying to find out which pronouns are you comfortable with us using so that we're not
Yeah.
offensive in any way, and why choosing those pronouns at that.
The pronouns that I'd like for you to like call me, it's they or them,
Okay.
because I'm a queer individual, meaning that I don't conform to any gender.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is that like possible though? Like I feel like the world is advancing so much that we
Yeah.
are appropriating a lot of new ideas and new things. Like how is it a possible thing for us to now disregard the natural way?
The cisgender.
Yes, and there are only binary genders, right?
Yeah.
That exist in the natural reality. But how do we then make that a thing? Like, how is that possible?
I think it comes from the knowledge that sexuality is fluid. So you can be anything that you want.
It's a choice now. It's
Yes.
not how you're born. It's not.
No, not not necessarily that.
Yeah.
Like you can be everything that you want. I would wake up tomorrow morning and want to be a sun.
Yeah.
I'm the sun. I'd love to be
Damn.
called the sun the entire day.
So that speaks to imagination. Okay. Is it an imagination thing?
Not really.
Oh yeah.
Not really. Being queer is something that
No, I'm just speaking in terms of you to, like saying that you could wake up tomorrow and want to be the sun. So is it an imaginative mindset? Mara, it is specific.
that's how you feel at the moment, at that specific moment.
So if I say I feel like Biliato, then I'm Biliato.
You are Biliato.
That's
No one
dope.
can
That's
disagree
it.
with you. That's what you feel and that's what you
That's
feel like you
great.
are.
That's dope. That's dope. That's a lot of that's a freedom mindset. I think it speaks to being free, right?
Yeah.
What's the level, my boy?
The level is the goal, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you grew up in Tusane, right? How did people in Tusane treat you from a young age till now? In based on like the negligence, the what, like the way they treat you, like how was it?
Yeah. Was it any different? Were you experiencing any kind of
The
bullying?
discrimination.
Yes, obviously,
of
when I
some
was
sort?
growing up, yes, I experienced a lot of bullying. I think mainly it's because back then people were not as educated as they are now about these type of things.
Would you say they were not educated, or did that information exist then?
Did not exist then.
Did it exist then?
Yes, it did. We've
Okay.
been here for a long time. I
How
think
long?
people, very, very long time,
1960 something,
way back.
1913.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah. She's like,
So I think
yeah.
people were just
That's cool.
ignorant
Yeah.
back then.
Or they
But now
just
they are-
didn't they didn't appropriate it as much as today.
Yeah, they
They were
didn't
not
appropriate it, yeah.
accepting of it.
Yeah.
Yes. Continue.
Yeah. So now I feel like the world is coming along, you know. People are just accepting and they are more into knowing things.
Yeah.
You know. So that's how I put it.
That's
Now the bullying is not as intense as it was.
so there's still a little bit of bullying.
Of course.
How do you handle it now? How do you even recognize that it's bullying? Like, because you're saying it's better than it was then, like, then it means that then they were more upfront, and they were up in your face about it. Then how do you recognize the bullying now, and how do you deal with it?
I've learned to like let things go, you know. The bullying will always be there. It's something that you cannot shy away from. So I've learned to like to move away from it.
Yeah.
I don't entertain it because for me to care about your to even consider your opinion,
Yeah.
I have to care about you.
Yeah.
So if I don't care about you,
Your opinion doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter.
So fuck their opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but now recognizing the bullying, how do you? Because obviously you're a very social person because of the, you know, the industry that you work in.
Yeah.
And the things that you do. right? So you meet a lot of people naturally, and I think you have to have a thick skin. You have to be able to recognize the bullying for what it is before reacting or responding to it. So how do you do that? How do you?
How do I recognize the bully?
Yeah, that or this
Like
is the
you
kind
can
of person
tell
that's-
when you're not wanted in a space. So that's how you see that this person is trying to like disregard you
Yeah.
as a human being.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
make you feel small and shit.
yeah.
What's the level, Maka?
The cool, so how do you define fashion?
Oh, fashion. Fashion to me, it's how you feel and how you express yourself, how you want people to perceive you, you know. Yeah, that's how I would
Is
say
there
fashion
like,
is to me.
okay, is there any like designer that you would want to plug us with, maybe,
Oh, my designer.
or your current one?
Yeah, my designer, she's a very, very, very talented designer. Her name is Modingalo on Facebook. She's based in Modingalo. On
Where is she
Facebook,
based?
she's based in Butibe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Northwest.
Yeah, Northwest.
Cause we're international, South Africa.
Oh.
Right? We're international, bro. We in the States, we in Senegal, for sure. Like Mozambique, thing somewhere. So be very precise and specific with the information
she's based in
because
Butibe,
she could get
Northwest.
customers from anywhere,
Yeah, Northwest Province.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a very talented designer.
Yeah,
I've worn a lot of her clothes.
Can you refer to a time where your fans were there, they saw and appreciated an outfit that was made by her?
Oh, my event, Mr. and Miss High School last
yeah.
year.
Yeah.
I went to.
Was it a pageant?
Yeah, it's a pageant.
So you do pageants as well?
I do pageants as well.
That's event organizing,
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I wore 2 of her gowns and a beautiful jumpsuit.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it was made by her.
they were made by her.
Shout out to her. Please excuse the noises that you guys are hearing in your ears. There's a lot of wind where we're seated, so the things that are blocking the wind are not blocking the wind. So please bear with us throughout this episode. This episode is brought to you by The Spear. We are at the Pop-Up Lifestyle and we are doing the shandies. What's the level? What's the level?
So take us through MC. How do you interact with people for such a period of time that you are given? How do you make sure that they are well entertained? And how do you know that they receive your love?
When it comes to emceeing, it's a difficult job. It's a very difficult job because you'd think you're doing your best, and you're annoying a certain type of people, So you just have to read the crowd. You read the crowd and you study the crowd so that you can know how to interact with them. For example, if you are at an event where it's only elderly people, you cannot say some things that you say go event abasha, So, those kind of things. So, you need to read the room so that you can know how to interact.
So how
with people.
versatile in terms of your MCing? You can go to a corporate event and then do MCing.
Yes, I've done 2 corporate events.
That's fire. Yeah. Which ones? Do you mind mentioning which companies they were?
I forgot the name of the company. Oh, I'm so bad with names. But the
I'm not gonna
event.
hire you again. Not advertising.
I'm sorry, but the event in Itswek is Sadie Brown.
Oh yeah. Shout out to that big sister.
Yeah, in Itswek is Sadie Brown Kopochi.
Yeah.
The event was very successful. It was very nice. Yeah.
She has a thing. She has a thing with success and.
She has.
She
has. I love her so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was that event.
Yeah.
And what else? Oh, the other one was in Bloom. I also don't remember the name of the event.
Or the company.
Oh, the company, yeah.
Okay. So I have a question for your fans, from your fans, not for your fans, from your fans.
Yeah.
What do you eat? What's your nutrition health plan and general?
I don't have a nutrition plan.
Yeah.
I don't have a nutrition plan.
You don't.
I
so
don't.
you eat junk food.
I
do all
I
of these
love
crazy
junk
things.
food, so I don't.
You exercise.
No,
You don't exercise.
I don't exercise.
But her energy on stage is like she pregnant.
Yeah, maybe the dancing is the exercise part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause
Where's that question coming from?
from your fans.
Okay.
They wanna know, bro, because they wanna keep nice bodies and summer bodies as
Okay.
well. And,
But I don't exercise. I don't follow a nutrition plan.
for real.
Just
How do
wake
you
up in
take
the
care
morning.
of your hair then? Like something. Give the people something. Your skin routine.
I don't
Give your
have a
fans
skin routine.
Come on, dude.
I'm just a simple person. I don't have a skin routine. I only use Dove. And yeah, Gentle Magic sometimes.
For your hair. Come on, your fans are aspiring to be like you, want to look like you and feel like you. So you gotta give them something that's gonna make them feel
Charlotte
like
is gonna
at least-
hate me for this. Why?
Who?
Charlotte, my
Charlotte?
hairstylist.
Okay. Maybe that you see now they can get customers as well. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Give the
I
people
regularly do. I regularly do my hair.
Yeah.
Go Charlotte. The name is Hair by Charlotte on Facebook. You can follow her. It's very good.
some. Where is she based?
She's based in Segalekeke,
That's Maftown.
Mavtown in Northwest.
Yeah. So the routine, no routine, just her. You just get there and be like, yo, deal with my hair.
Yeah, there's no routine.
Okay. Gilizami, I failed. What's the level, my boy?
Cool. Yeah, so 2022 was a huge year for you, as I can say.
2020 who?
2022.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was crowned best fashionista of 2022.
They were crowned best.
Yeah, they were.
fashionista.
So, can you take us through?
What's up, bro?
Can you take us through that and how was the experience the whole year in achieving that award?
Where do I begin? I've always wanted to be on the runway. It has always been my dream. So what happened
You
was
wanna be a model?
Yeah. So what happened was there was a fashion show.
This
It was
so
called
weird.
Girls versus Gays fashion show. So
Okay.
the poster was out months before. I think 3 months before I joined. Or 4 if I'm not mistaken. So someone recommended me and then they called me and they asked me if I don't want to join, and then I said, but the poster is out, people have already prepared, but I the outfit, so I'm gonna come late, unprepared, She's like, no, I trust you and all that. Then I joined. Then we went to rehearsals. The rehearsals took 2 days. Yeah, 2 days. And then I think it was 5 days before the actual event. So it was Monday and Tuesday. So the event was on Saturday. So I went there with my outfits. We had to come with 7 outfits to represent Monday. How do you wear on Monday? How do you wear on Tuesday?
Okay.
And so forth.
Complicated, but okay.
So
Sounds complicated.
So I took 7 outfits, and then we competed. Then I was crowned the best gay fashionista 2022.
So you
till
won the
date.
entire competition, including you beat the guys and the girls.
The gays and the girls.
That's
No,
what I'm saying. Yes.
the
Excuse me for
gays were
saying-
competing amongst themselves.
Or the girls were competing.
Yes.
amongst- So there was no competition between. But why
Yeah.
was it called then?
I
Girls
don't know.
versus Gays?
I wanted to ask, but
Yeah, 'cause
it's not my
it's
event. Let me
it's
go and do my
confusing.
thing. It was confusing for me too, because it was like, but
What's the point of calling it that?
yes,
Yeah. Really girls featuring gays.
yes,
like, or something.
would be more fitting.
For the.
So
event.
yeah, that's how I was crowned.
Okay. So how much money do you make from? Well, you don't have to give me a specific number, but do you make money from your MCing, your fashion, your event organizing, and what else do you do, Kan? I forgot.
Styling.
Styling. Do you, you style people?
I've styled 2 people.
So do you think
I style myself, so I'd like to believe that I'm up there.
by their reviews? Oh, but yes, I think that would make sense because a lot of your fans go crazy over you. So it means that you are doing something right.
Yeah.
So she's selling the service. If you want to look like her, you can.
Yeah, they can follow it on the
What's your Facebook handle,
My
Instagram,
Facebook
so
handle,
that they know where to
it's
find you?
Batarindy. My TikTok account, it's Junior Mo.
Insta, TikTok. Oh, you said TikTok, Twitter.
I don't have Twitter.
Yeah,
Okay.
dog, Twitter is such a dark place, bro.
Why do you think the logo is an X though? Do you know the history of the X? Logo X ho e diriswe as wrong mo dibukeng. It's actually some form of a curse. You know that?
It's a curse.
Yeah.
But what I thought was that X was named after his son, the last born X,
Whose son?
Elon Musk.
Hey, bruh, that might be, but it's not a coincidence that now it's black. In like interface, I think is black. They're gonna fucking kill me on Twitter for this. Interface, I think is black. There's a history about the letter itself, the X letter, and how much negativity it possesses as a symbol.
Like there's so much negativity.
There's a lot of negativity in the symbol itself, but it shows itself go Twitter, the platform. Holy, there's a shitload of negativity there, bro. People who are in Twitter fear Twitter. Like, what are you even doing there? I don't have Twitter as well. Anyway, so what's the other platform you were talking about?
I'm not
You're not on
I'm not
Insta.
active on Instagram, so
Okay.
I wouldn't, you know.
So Twitter, Facebook, customers. You
TikTok.
can-
TikTok and
TikTok
Facebook.
and Facebook. The tease. The tease is messing
Yeah,
with
it's
me.
messing up your head.
The tease is messing with me. So, yeah, you make money from those. Is it money enough to make a living off?
It's not. It's not. The industry is very cruel. You know, people are not that supportive. You'd think they are supportive,
Yeah.
but people are not that supportive. Being an MC,
It looks like they are.
yeah, I'd say being an MC, it's helping me a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I make money from that.
from MCA.
Yeah, from event organizing. I just recently started, so I wouldn't say I'm making money. I hosted 2 events, so they were not as good
How do
as
we
I
get booked
anticipated.
now? How do we get booked? Because you get booked a lot. Like, you know, a lot of promoters. I think
That's the reason how. That's the reason why I'm getting
knowing a lot of promoters. I think your network could you can monetize your network if you want. In a way, you could manage an MC, a young MC, and because you have such a network and your work is reliable in some way,
I
you
was
can-
sort of doing that,
yeah, you should.
but with everything that's happening, I'm just like, ugh. I have a lot going on. I'm a tutor.
You tutor as well.
Yeah, I tutor maths and
Which
science.
subject?
Maths and science.
Where?
So Lepele High School.
It's so saying.
Yeah.
There's a tutor. I'm plugging you guys with a lot of things.
Bro, like
I'm doing to you guys too many favors.
So
Yeah.
I have a lot on my plate, so I wouldn't add.
Yeah. But so the tutoring loan is covering at least a lot of
Yeah.
ground, ne?
Yeah,
That's
I think
fine.
it is, and it's something that I love. So
What do you love about it? Do you love teaching or do you love kids?
funny enough, I love teaching. I love helping kids. I feel like in say course A wrong.
Which
But
course was
it's
that
fine.
one? Did you make? Did you do?
I did Bachelor of Science in Behavioral Genetics.
Behavioral genetics.
Yeah, behavioral genetics.
Is it how people behave because of their genetics, or is it how their genetics behave?
How genes behave.
Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like I should have done teaching. Maybe it's the fear of bana school. Back then I had fear bana school, so now
You always
That
wanted to
fear,
be a
it's
teacher,
out the
but you
window.
didn't think about it because of that.
yes.
Okay. So why not go back to it now? Get a PS what? PS
PGCE.
PGCE.
I've tried. I get qualify because I don't have basic teaching modules.
Damn.
So,
So you have to go to school all over again
all
for you
over again. That's what I'm planning to do.
Were you planning to do that?
Yeah.
Sheesh. So another 4 or 5 years.
If it's passion,
It's worth it,
then I
it's
go
worth
for it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but timeline wise, in terms of time, in terms of like, wouldn't it be ideal if you got a job in your lane and then studied teaching?
It would be. That's what
Because I'm
want,
thinking,
But
like,
I've been applying since 2022. I graduated in 2022.
yeah.
Nothing has come my way, so
Dude, it's only been 3 years. I think. Also, give up yet. A lot of people.
I'm not giving up. It's taking time.
It is, and you have to
taking my time.
survive, eat, and thrive in life. I get you.
So the
But-
time I do thing, let me do something.
Yeah, but I'm saying that if you shift your focus now to teaching entirely, and then you are enrolling
I'm not entirely
yourself,
shifting it to teaching.
Okay.
I'm shifting it to teaching, whereas I'm also applying.
But meanwhile, how are you gonna enroll? Are you gonna enroll part-time or full-time?
Full time, obviously.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't get anything for the next 2 years, you're gonna
can't
decide
wait.
that fuck
I
it,
can't wait for the next
I'm
2
going to
years.
school,
I can't
right?
wait for the next
and
2
then
years.
you're gonna enroll full-time, go school.
I've already made up my mind.
You see,
I'm not-
after enrolling full-time, go school, then you stop yourself from getting the opportunity of getting work. You're gonna be a student again for like
For
5
3 years, I've been applying, not getting that job that you're talking about.
So you're gonna be a student for another 3 years and then start applying again.
Yeah.
Damn. What's the level, my boy? This level is too much.
Yeah, that is too much. So as she has mentioned before that she's dealing with a lot of things.
Yeah.
So like, how do you deal with your stress? Like, how do you fix yourself to get in a room where you can smile and actually interact with kids or people?
I think it goes back to adapting. You know, your mindset has to shift in a way that once you adapted to things that you're doing. You know,
Yeah.
so
It's not lipstick, Killer Bill. Killer Bill will sponsor us.
okay, so the way I get dealing stress, like I think, I normally don't stress. I don't think I've ever stressed, even though I stress at that time. I don't regard it as stress because it's something that I have to do.
It's constructive thinking. I think
Yes.
it's always constructive thinking because
Yes.
you're stressing about the things that are standing in the way of your progress. So
You know,
yeah, it's like when you
Yeah,
Couldn't
when you
have
shut
said
it
it.
when you declutter, it's better than when you're sitting and wondering, you can't deal this whole thing. So when you, I don't think you're stressed for that same reason. You know, I don't think it's stress, but it's sometimes it is when you don't know what the fuck you're doing or how the fuck you're gonna. Sometimes it is. Most of the time, it's like constructive thinking. You wanna know how you're gonna get out of the situation you're in, and you're just making ways for a solution.
True.
You know.
So like, what is love to you? How do you define love?
no.
And is there someone that you are currently in love with?
There is someone.
So you're in a relationship.
Not really. It's talking stage.
So it is a relationship.
It's not a
just
relationship.
Yeah, like,
the
yeah.
title is
We're
not-
trying to figure it out.
For how
It
long?
is.
Because like talking stage normally takes about, I'm gonna say a month, not longer than a month.
Cannot say the time frame, but
But the thing is, Doc, if it's in the talking stage, then you guys are intending on being in a relationship.
yes, that's why I'm saying we're trying to figure it out. Are we going to be in a relationship? Are we going to remain as friends? Are we going to be snaking our,
Are you both intending on being in a relationship with each
That's
other?
what we're trying to figure out.
No. You guys have been talking.
There-
There's no
There
way.
For a
aims to
while.
be in a relationship, but if we're not on the same page, you know,
Kante, what is the talking stage for? Is it not knowing whether you guys are in the
it's
are in the
knowing. That's where
same
figuring
stage or-
out comes from
No, but you guys
trying
are
to know.
figuring out for too long. For the mere fact that you are part of that same
You don't even
conversation.
you don't
and
even know who salary bua from when.
Doesn't matter. You are part of that
So you talk to
conversation, but
someone today, tomorrow you're in a
You
relationship.
can't say that you've been talking to that person yesterday. You can't even say you started talking last week.
Yes.
I'd rather not say that.
Yeah, you're not gonna say, but it's not
Yeah.
yesterday, it's not last week, and it's definitely not the week before. So you guys have been talking for a while. And I'm saying to you that you, as part of the conversation, you cannot say that you don't know where it's going. You don't know
I
whether
really don't
the
know where
person.
it's going.
Jesus Christ, then it's
But I've-
chaos
but
waiting
I'm-
to
I'm-
happen.
There's hope.
I'm invested in the person, so
You have hope.
I have hope.
Do they share the same
Sentiments.
energy as well?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay. Then you guys are in a relationship. Conclusion. You will get into
Every day.
agreeing that you guys are in a relationship, but you already
Hey,
are.
bro, me, I'm cooked.
Congratulations, by the way.
Talking about relationship. Me, I'm cooked.
You got cooked by a girl.
Like, every time, man.
Do you realize that on the previous episode, I was talking about my shandies and being cooked by my girl?
Bruh,
You are getting
then
cooked
it's
now.
me now. Bruh, like it's crazy. 'cause
Ah, lefatshe le a le batla ho re fa break.
it's crazy, dog.
What happened, boy?
What happened? Well, we started talking, goes well, we meet here and there.
Yeah.
Then, like, I'm a lover boy, I can't cheat, I can't hide it.
Yeah.
I
I was saying the same thing last time, dog. That
now
hey, these
it's
girls
me.
will fuck you up if you love them, dog.
Bro, so, yeah, dog, time goes by, I feel her, she feels me.
Are you sure that time that she feels you, dog?
The energy can speak. So if the energy can't speak, then she doesn't feel me or me.
Yeah, but she was there for the whole time.
Yeah, then boom,
There
dog,
for it.
boom. She vanishes.
She what?
She vanishes into thin air like this. I'm trying
Ghost.
like ghost.
Like you now.
Dog.
Damn.
That's why I call myself ghost.
Because you get ghosted a lot.
Dog.
That's crazy.
So I try reaching out. She picks it up. Hey man, hey.
Oh shit.
Oh, John. That's crazy.
That's not nice.
Okay, I tried to text one tick for the whole week, but she goes to school. How does she get homework, bro? Or even work? Like how? Like I want. So like it came to my mind for like,
She probably blocked you and shit.
yeah, she blocked my ass. So like I'm like, bro, if you can get blocked for loving a person, then what more can you do for her to give you the same energy that you give?
Now, I think you're asking the right question at the right time, because we have the friends of the people that we're talking about. Like gay people, sorry to say, gay people are one of the closest people to women than anybody else in the world. So I think he's like the perfect person to be telling us what is with girls, bro. What do they want?
I mean, I don't date girls, so I don't know anything
No, but
about
you're
girls.
friends with them. So
Yeah.
you obviously share, you're that man, you're what.
Crush
So
and
what the
whatever.
fuck do they want? Do they want like baby tongue, like euphoria, like fun,
Girls,
and
I
then
think
this
girls
part.
want stability. Girls want, like,
Please,
they love
please
affection.
Please don't mention it in a vague sense. Like be specific. What is stability? Is stability money?
No.
Not necessarily money.
What is stability? Do you want to be stable in the relationship, or do I need to be stable as myself before getting in a relationship with you?
But to be honest, it's problem about shimani kokore.
We're talking about girls.
Not
Don't tell
niggas.
us about us. We want to know what's wrong with girls.
Girls don't
that
have a
we stop being
problem.
a problem.
Girls
Because we
don't
are
have
a
a
problem because we don't understand women. Girls don't have a problem.
Then I think
Explain.
if you talk
Wait.
to your partner, like le reach a common ground, you would know hore motho wa go o batla eng.
Wait. He was talking to his partner. They were in common ground. He still got
Is he
ghosted.
sure that they were in common
Were
ground?
you guys in common ground or not, bro?
Bro, we were. Like,
You'd think gore le mo common ground,
Guys,
kanti
now
And then
you are the
nah,
only
nah.
one Omo
Hey,
common
that-
ground.
Why is she sharing the same energy as he does for the
Were you
relationship?
guys sharing the same energy?
We were. I
Energy
we used
can
to
lie.
talk like
The fuck?
every time we talk.
Energy can lie.
Energy does not fucking lie. Energy can lie if it's manipulated energy. And the only way it is manipulated energy is if the girl manipulated the energy because she's not the one crying. She's not the one who got ghosted.
And I gave love.
Yo, I don't know.
You see? You are as confused as every other nigga in the fucking world right now because we don't know what the fuck is
I
going
don't
on.
know.
We don't know what the fuck is going on. You said girls want
I'm not a
stability.
relation. I'd love to be in a relationship, but I'm not a relationship person.
What does that mean? It means you're unruly and you don't want to be called out on your bullshit.
No. Like, I'm not as invested in a relationship as people are. You'd go.
You're not
looking for-
invested in a relationship as people
As
are
most
because
people
you're
are.
not in one or because you
Maybe it's
just
because I'm not
aren't.
in one, but I don't think like ke batla go nna mo relationshiping in ground.
You don't. What the fuck are you doing in a relationship if you don't want to be grounded?
Why are you grounding me?
Grounding is not inhibitor from movement.
Grounding is what?
Grounding is like move ona le mkhwitshegetsa. Like
Imagine
when you are
grounded, you're not going there.
that's not grounding, that's bullying. There's a difference because you guys tend to use the same words for different actions and think they are the same thing. That's not grounding.
Okay,
Ke
makes sense.
kgerisiwa. Because if I am grounding my girl and saying she wants to go out, ne, we agree. Oh, dude, you know, maybe I'm not going out by then. You know that I'm not gonna be opening for you at this time. So I get over key or like I need to know shit like that. You get into an accident, some shit happens, and I don't know anything, or you even lied. Nah, I'm not gonna be the person who's gonna come and help. And you get abducted, you find a phone and say you call me, baby, please come and help me. I was gonna ask you, I'm gonna ask you about how did you get there? Because now you did not tell me the truth. You understand what I'm saying? So grounding is being able to
Know where you belong.
whether wa kae o dira eng o na le mang. But if now you want to go out and I'm trying to talk to you about such things and you're like, hey, then you know what, you don't want to be grounded. But if you guys are misinterpreting grounding with khukhirisi, and I think this is the misconception that most women have, that all guys are the same and all guys are controlling and all guys are this and that.
Which is bullshit.
It is, and it's not the case because women have a problem with guys that are the opposite of what grounding is, or do the opposite of what grounding is. The opposite of what grounding is how we go, how and that's not a relationship. That's being bullied. That's not even grounding. That's slavery, because you are not being allowed to be your own person, got your own rights, and doing what you want. But being in a relationship also means consider the fact that you don't go out and go willy-nilly and do your
Wild
bullshit,
out.
forgetting that we are tandana. You have somebody in your life that you have to consider the feelings tsa gagwe, consider gore a o sharp kwa leng go teng a and o itse gore o etsang kae ka nako mang, so
Wow.
that the same person
see.
you are because when if o jola le motho, I was saying this to my girl not so long ago, that it's like ona le ngwana. You account to that person not because that person is bullying you, but because that's the only person you have. That's the only person you have. That's the first thing you see when you wake up. So who are you gonna ask for help from when shit hits the fan? Who are you going to cry to when shit hits the fan? You're going to cry to the same person that you've been lying to. And instead of helping you, they're going to be sitting you down and questioning you about those things.
Such words. Damn, bro.
School. I'm schooling you motherfuckers on relationships. Cause dude, we are constantly in the state that you are in, dog. I've once been in that state on the previous episode, not so long ago. I was in the same state because of failure to consider that I reconsider you
Yes.
in a way. Women have the nerve, dog, of saying Harry stable, they were cheaters, or this, that, and the other. Nah. But there are certain things, dude. As much as the statement is how they fail to consider the same thing with us. As funny, dog. We might sound the same, say the same things, say that we want the same thing. But if you can tell that thin line, if you can see that thin line between these guys that are saying grounding is aweko and us who are saying grounding is what I've been explaining, then we would have a lot less fights. And if you're saying that a woman chases stability but can discard somebody who is
Actually,
for that,
bro.
it means she can't see it, even if it's standing right in her face.
What is sometimes having an ideal person in your mind?
Now that's
You know that contributes.
the ideal person is that a personality thing or is that
I think it's a
looks
personality thing. It's a personality thing. I would want to date you, Marie, the way you behave and getting. You know, or quiet, or you know, it's something that I don't want someone like that.
But what is the
So maybe the contributing factors say she saw them.
Like what? Sorry to interrupt you. What is quiet to you? Like, is it nonchalant or quiet girl? Like at the socials, you know, I don't talk loud.
Yes. Oh, wild.
Damn.
Like very, very, very wild.
Now, if you want a wild guy, now we're speaking in terms of you now being a woman, right? You want a wild guy. There's no way you are going to get married. You are going to have a stable relationship. There's no way you guys are going anywhere because a wild guy.
That's why I said I'm not as invested in a relationship as
That's
some
you,
people
right?
are.
Yes. So when I would from your point
From
of
my
view,
point
how
of
when you want no attachments, you don't want.
I do want attachment, but I
How
want.
you get attached to a wild animal, bro?
It's my preference.
Dude, but you're never gonna see it again. Is the thing? It's a wild animal. You get attached to a lion, you see it, you mark it. Okay, yes, it's my wild animal.
I'm gonna look for another animal.
So that means no stability, no relationship because you're going to be.
Starting over.
That's just me.
Damn. Yeah, ukhuluma izinto eziningi. Sadly, ukhuluma izinto eziningi. Because yeah, it means that you don't want that. You don't want a
I do
relationship.
want that. I know it's weird, but I do want that. I do
Yeah,
want
it's
a
very
relationship.
weird. So some girls have the same mentality as you do. They want this exciting figure, this king, dopamine rush kind of dude, but like le di-traits tsa motho e le hore wa itlhaloganya, but anne that person. That's like ke batla bili ya to e ntsho.
But how you be that?
Do you get what I'm saying?
How do
Search
you
until
make
you find it.
a black one from
Because
black?
you won't settle until you find what you're
No,
looking for.
la o kaya ko manufacturing plant ya bili ya to wa go tsena no yana ha ile gore bona ha bana di black exclusive bottles wa go batla o batle bottle ya black ya bili. You never find it.
Okay, I make shit.
Go wena o believer go lo kana kang gore exist, that doesn't matter if I hear. Because what I'm saying to you guys is choose what you want. You can't
But now
have both
it's
sides of the
putting me
coin.
in a compromising situation that you know, I have to tone myself down.
It's not.
My expectations. I have to tone my expectations down.
It's
so
not.
that-
I don't think it is because being in a relationship means compromising, and you don't tone down. You accommodate, because to accommodate you need to be accommodated. So it's like a mina kawena thing. You accommodate me and my stability and rigid nature. I look rigid, but I'm not. The stability and rigid nature of how I choose to move and do my things, and the social strategy that I use to move around and talk to people, accommodate that for you to see what it actually is as a girl, and then you will be accommodated in you wanting that free nature, that khotlalatla and wildness that you want for your life, because like it's a mutually beneficial relationship. How when we tone down for motomo, it means that when you not about for moto and moto is being a pest in your life because they are feeding off when discomfort. But if you guys can be like these two bottles, you see these two bottles, they are a bottle in their own nature, in their own right. There's nobody who's going to say Billy or Billiardo is never going to say that they are better than Jägermeister. Neither is Jägermeister going to say, because they are two different things, but they can exist in the same platform. They are in a relationship with each other. They are both alcohol brands.
They are both doing the work of making us drunk.
And it's working. So if you guys are in a relationship, you can both, love each other, cherish each other, and grow with each other in your differences. Because you will be accommodating each other's differences in that manner.
You'd, like you said, accommodate. And in the long run, you get bored because you've just tolerated a lot of things.
Now, accommodating
in a sense
and
of
tolerating are two different things.
No.
Tolerating. Rather than if I'm tolerating you, dude, this conversation would be over. If I was tolerating you, it would have long been over, because I'm not interested in having a conversation with you. I don't want to know the things that my fans want to know.
Oh, I don't know. Listen, I feel I'm a relationship and don't ever ask me anything.
How or repost the episode your girlfriends about the topic that we've been talking about today.
And school them.
Besides schooling them, you can do that as well. But also, post their answers when you post the link. Post their answers on your Facebook. What do girls want? Because there are good guys out there, dude.
Bro.
There are a lot of them. They can't see any of them. They don't like any of them. They don't believe that any of them are good guys. They don't even... a good guy is a compliment for that guy. They don't even know that good guys exist, because they are focusing on the bad guys and then complain about bad guys existing and bad guys being bad guys.
But
And Bazuma Masepa.
they want you to be a motherfucker, like I said in the first.
Yeah. And like, how do you become a motherfucker
when you are born to be a lover boy?
bro?
Okay.
What's the level, bro? We can move on to the next level. That was too much.
So,
That was too much. Bro, these girls will every episode we'll ask different guests. Ratana will give us his side. We'll go post in your. We'll ask another guest next time. We gotta know what these girls want. If you know, tell us in the comments.
yeah, they should. Dog, what is disappointment? Have
To
you
me?
ever been disappointed?
A couple of times. I think. Yeah. That's a. Are you asking me or are you asking
Yeah,
the guest?
I am.
You're asking me. Yo, dog. That's. It's a feeling that I've experienced a lot and it's deeper than just It's deeper than just because it makes you realize that you are in your own world alone, right? Context, Mare. You are in your own world alone, in the sense that you have been believing and thinking that what has been said to you, or what you have promised, or what you've been looking forward to is a reality. You'll see, you'll hold, you'll appreciate, and rude awakening, you know, that's like, yeah, none of the shit that you believed is existent. So start from scratch, start believing another thing. And on top of that, the reality is that the people that promised and what were lying. And so disappointment is like, because
have you grown from that and like became more different than before in terms of not being disappointed again, having your own space to how you approach people?
I think I'm still struggling with that, dog, because the expectation, dog, on sometimes disappointments are not because the person did not pull through when they were supposed to. I think it's the expectations that we add on top of that for ourselves.
Yes.
You know, ke tla be ke re nja, ha re kopana kgantele ke tlo go baela Jägermeister. Understand? And then when in your head o fantasize ka Jägermeister, so we bona e butswe, se tse utlwa taste ya teng.
No, you are there.
Ha ke tsena go na Jägermeister.
Because you know recently.
O re ebile a eyo, le takane ke dlala man. So the expectation that you gave yourself, you know, you're fantasizing about it and seeing it in another level is what leads to the disappointment being that bad. That's why people tend to say, leave room for disappointment. They are saying, don't expect too much. Don't be too fixed on your expectation. You know, so...
And that's my problem, dog. I expect a lot from people.
I think you should stop, and I don't know how. I'm saying this to you, but I don't know how to stop either, because when you are in the context of relationship, lover boy. When you're a lover boy and you're having an honest conversation with a girl, you hope in your head that she's having the same kind of reflective nature in her head as you are when you are speaking to her. Or you hope she's as honest as you are being to her at that time. You know, so the expectations will come from you being gullible at that moment where you are believing that the things she's saying are as honest as you are being with her. And then you will expect her to stick to the words that she has given to you as honesty, right? And then the expectation comes from that. And like, how do you then control those kind of expectations when somebody is lying to you, but
You don't even know.
you don't. You believe it's the truth, and then you wait on the truth to reveal itself and happen, and then the disappointment comes through and you realize that, hey man,
I'm cooked.
fucked up. So there's no way, it's just deal with the emotions. Know that there are times you're going to be angry, sad, happy, disappointed, excited and whatnot, and just be able to control each and every wave that comes, because there's a Sadhguru, there's a guru that I follow. He says that emotions, bro, I'm not gonna say it the way he says it, but emotions are like waves, right? That you don't battle with. You don't get angry and say, understand?
Just
You
let
get
yourself.
angry, bro. Let the anger consume you. It'll leave. Let the disappointment consume you. It'll leave. Because once you're struggling with it and trying to tug of war, Leon, you get more angry. And you are deeper and deeper and deeper into it. So just let things be, bro. Let life be life, mare. Choose. I get a criteria as mot. You've dealt with such disappointments before. So when somebody says something, maybe you're enough for yourself. Don't take them that serious. Just say, so that low enough for when it's like, yeah, I'll do my own thing just in case you know.
So like, what about you? Have you been disappointed?
I've been disappointed a couple of times.
And like, how was it like? Like he said, were you able to control your emotion through the situation, or it
As I've
just
said, I have a mechanism that I keep on falling back to, like letting things be. You know, if you've disappointed me, it's fine. I move on. there's nothing I can do. I'm disappointed, but I'll
That's
learn
true.
to live with it.
That's true. What's the level, bro? Is your sound still moving?
Yeah,
Please
it's
check
mov-
your sound.
It's moving. It's in now. It's in now. Yeah,
Scared. What's the level?
the level. Yeah, so the level is that.
Yeah,
What?
you just asked me a question, so I'm asking you what's the level again. Because your question just got me thinking. Continue with your question.
My level is that. I see our guest is looking shiny. You know. Can you give us like your two best kicks that you would wear?
Yo, yeah, them's is nice colors on your
Yeah,
kicks.
like it's fun.
I wish we had a kick cam. From now, we're gonna start having a kick cam. Yeah,
Kicks.
shoe cam.
I'm not a kicks person. I just recently bought them because of gap performer, you know. So I have to like wear something that's very
Yeah,
comfortable.
I'm
I'm not a
pop.
kicks person.
A brand that you love.
What kind of shoes do you wear? And then plug the people with those shoes. Two best shoes.
Just shoes.
Shoes.
The ones that when I say shoes, the ones that pop up in your head, ne? The
It's
ones that
heels
you
obviously.
talk to your fans, bro.
Yeah, my friends, I think they've seen me with heels.
Which ones? Two best. Brand name drop.
I don't buy brands. That's me. I don't buy. You'll never see me get any brand.
Okay. But can you at least say?
I'm like,
Can you at least
Kiki
say and then
Mutuluwa,
your fans
support black business. Like, that is a WhatsApp.
sharp?
Yeah.
But your fans would know vele gore o bua ka ditlhako tse feng if you mention them. Because you know we don't wear women clothes. So we
Yeah,
don't know.
stiletto. They are like. heels,
Yeah,
they are
so
brands.
whatever. Those are categories, I guess, Mari. Like you are specific.
I don't have specific shoes that I like. I like what I see. I buy what I see.
The best shoes that you've worn in your life. Two of the best.
I don't have best shoes.
Damn.
Like, do you like say this is my best shoe?
I have shoes that I want. I have shoes that I've had that I'd buy again. So yes,
Okay.
yeah. I'm a sneakerhead. So
Oh,
yeah, yeah. Ke rata Jordan Wolf Grey, Jordan 4.
Tight shit.
but I've recently fell in love with those Nike shoes, didn't you?
Which ones is this one?
I wish I had a picture.
Dunk.
There's just this huge. Have you
They
seen
look
them?
like what? They look like Air Force, but not Air Force.
No.
Can get vapor, or they look like
Yeah, they look like vapors.
they have
Yeah.
heels. You know,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is it not MX?
Yeah, it's MX90 or
Is it
95.
MX90?
I don't
The
know.
one with the
Yes.
small Nike motokozo.
Yeah.
It's a-
Yes,
huge,
those
yeah.
ones.
Yeah,
No,
okay,
You, I love those ones.
it's the MX. Yeah, I used to have an MX. I only wore it once. I think I'd buy it again as well.
Me had buy tons of them.
Yeah, mara isi ke reketse di 90 mama. How's the interview going for you?
Oh, it's going well.
So
Very well.
yeah, can you allow us to take a little break so that we, structure the end of the episode proper?
Okay.
Maybe take a pee, check the time, and know what's what. We'll be back. We'll be back. Give us a couple of seconds. It's more than just a game. Anali Junior more. I got my co-host Ghost,
They go.
and we on another layer. We're back.
Okay.
Ha! It's not like that. Back again, what are you saying? What are guns? yeah, we can continue with the interview and just shortly finish it off. Spiritual views. What's your stand?
Spiritual views. I don't have anything to say about spiritual views.
You don't believe in God. You don't.
I do believe in God. It's just that recently I haven't been to church for past 10 years
Damn. Okay.
because of how we get treated, you know. So,
But
but I do believe in God. I love God. I love what He's done in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So
I
you
choose
are a
not to be in a
Christian.
space where
You just
not
don't want to
welcomed.
be amongst Christians, but you're a Christian.
Yes.
Good to know. So to your fans, to people that know you, to people that want to be like you, generally just too bad. Do you have something you would advise, motivate them by, or just a harsh truth that you think people need to hear that you haven't gotten the platform to tell it to people?
I don't have any harsh truth, but what I can say is, in regards to people who would love to be like me or maybe do something that I do, just
Inspired by you?
yeah, just find your common ground. Just know your passion and be in that moment. Every time when you do something, be in the moment, be present, and do it with your utmost ability. Yeah.
You heard it. You heard it. You heard it here first.
Yeah, take notes.
Yo, I think we could jump into the game. Eh? We have a game here, more podcasting that we
Okay.
like to play with our guests. Ghosty, please introduce the game, my dog.
Yo, the game is called, it's a little game, yeah.
Uh,
It's called Are You Smarter Than the Host?
are you smarter than the host?
Guys, for the record, I don't play games, but
Okay.
just for today,
Yeah.
I would participate. In general, I don't play games. I'm not a gaming person.
Okay.
I'm always serious.
You're always
So I don't
serious. You
play
want a
games.
wild animal, but you're always
I
serious.
love games. Okay, the first question is, the topic of the first question is spiders and dead flies.
Spiders and dead flies.
It goes like this. How many spiders are there in a room if in each of the 8 corners there is a spider, and below or above each spider are 4 spiders, but only 3 webs and 2 dead flies are lying around? Should I repeat?
Yeah, please.
How many spiders are there in a room if each of the 8 corners there is a spider, and below or above each spiders are 4 each spider are 4 spiders, but only 3 spiders webs and 2 dead flies are lying around?
How many flies all
How
in
many
all?
spiders?
How many spiders?
Only 3 spider webs and 2 dead flies are lying around.
So how many spiders are in each and in
In
8
that
of the
room.
corners?
Yeah.
It's like 40. That's what I think.
40.
Yeah.
I think it's 12.
That's crazy. The answer is the room has 8 corners.
Yeah.
So there's 8 spiders, my brother.
No, but how? Because they're saying that in below or above each spider, there are 4 spiders. So in each corner.
But only only 3 spider webs and 2 dead flies are lying.
I don't get it.
This is one of the
still.
reasons why I don't play games. Like they said, above
above or below each spider there are 4 spiders,
Oh,
and then there are 2 webs and
There
there are 3 webs and 2 dead
two
flies.
dead flies lying around.
What's the explanation for that? Bro?
The explanation is that there's no explanation, there's only an answer.
You?
The room has 8 corners, though, so there are 8 spiders. That's crazy. The last one, I don't think this one,
It is crazy.
I don't think this one is weird or hard, man.
Yeah.
But the topic of it is called out of order.
Out of order.
Yeah. Which month comes next? May, June, July, April. May, June, July, March, April, August, October. Which month comes next? Out of the one.
Libera.
May, June, July, August, May, June, July, March, April, August, January, October.
I get clear November, December.
How old are
November, December.
make it clear November.
Clear November.
Didn't I get December?
December. When I came November.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, people. February comes next.
It is out of order. That shit is out of order.
The months are listed from least to most numbers of letters. That's why they are saying
That's why. Okay.
That's why they are saying, oh wow, yeah, not bad.
Oh, because the one that has most letters starts, or the one that has less
letters.
ke
Yeah.
yone e simolang, e feleletsang ke e nang le more. Okay. Yeah.
So that's it for the game.
Aish.
Then there's no smarter.
No one's smarter than the host.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, the host ain't even that smart either. Hey, it's too much.
yeah.
Yeah, I think we can end it here for today. Thank you guys for pulling through to the app. We had a very, very, very nice guest today. From me, saying Toto, and my co-host.
From me, Ghost, to our guest. Thank you for sharing this day with us.
Thank you for having
It means a lot
me.
to us.
Thank you for having
So
me.
yeah, have a good day too.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and I hope you're gonna have a productive day because you simulate a productive day with a productive thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and thank you for pulling through.
You're
Hopefully you're gonna pull through to another episode. You know, come and plug your people with things that you want them to buy, products, anything that you wanna sell. You can come through and tell me. I'll advertise it for you.
Yeah. And also, I'm hosting a pageant in September, October. I'd love for people to come.
Yeah. You can invite the podcast. We'll come
Yeah,
through.
you put-
We'll pull through, cover the whole thing for you.
Thank you.
You know, what else do you wanna plug your people with?
No, just that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I have planned for this year.
Okay.
That's a pageant and a talent show.
A talent show.
But I'm still working on a talent show because I want to partner with some people that I'd like not to mention for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it goes well.
It will. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to Pop Up Lifestyle for hosting us once again. We are gonna be back. Definitely gonna be back. Maybe re tla go shapa around nyana mo ka siwa bona. Be re shapa around gape ka ye because this is such a nice place. White Gava, next time we're gonna be buying a bottle and drinking on. Don't fuck with us. Pull through to Pop Up Lifestyle. Get your food. Get your drinks. Come wash your car. Come host an event. Pull through to an event. There's a pool table. There's an arcade game here. There's a lot of fun things you can do here. Federe will plug you ka the event the next time re zogala. Ba ga gona di event tse di agalang.
I think it's next month.
Hey, mara re tla bua ka yona. Re tla bua ka yona. Ile re ba re bulela di gate next time re zogala. Ke gona tla be re le bolella ba bana. Federe otherwise it's more than just the game. Thank you guys for pulling through to the app. And
Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to listen to Club Cinema. It's a huge fire.
Yeah, we gotta bring them niggas here. Episode brought to you by The Spear. It's a podcast. Let's get it.
Thank you, oh, so trap, take it, peanut, take a car. Fanaka, the flesh day pizza. Toroma, Okaraga Monita, when Yanaba, Ratala, Koloi was Peter.